Hey guys, welcome to the 101 in 10, where you get to see your favorite artists from around the world 101 in 10 minutes. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson. I'm back on the scene with a new artist. This young lady has been featured on The Voice. She's also is this amazing singer-songwriter. I like her acoustic neo soul style. And I love her lyrics as well. She has a way of captivating the audience through her storytelling, through her performance, but also, most importantly, through her music, which is through the way she communicates her life to us. So, without further ado, help me welcome the amazing, talented, beautiful Samara Brown to the show. Yay! Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you on the show. And thank you so much for being on our show.
Of course. Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the show.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. Can you tell us about your musical influences and how did you get started in the music industry?
I have a boatload of musical influences. I guess some of my top influences are gonna be a bit more old school singers. Like I love me some Sarah Vaughan, Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Aretha Franklin. And that's like off the top of my head. But definitely some of the major ones that I've like grown to just connect with as a singer. And I started way back when I was a little young thing, when I was like about 5 years old. I started singing in church, and I was part of the choir, and story. but um, but yeah, I grew up singing in church, and then from there I kind of just went into school for acting, and then from there I kind of just broke more off into just doing music alone.
Oh, wow. Now you said a lot of powerhouses as well. Like most people, for you guys who don't know who Sarah Vaughan is, this is a Black History moment. You can Google Sarah Vaughan. She was she did some very inspirational things during her time, and she actually is one of the pioneers of Black music in this country. But you said a lot of great things about the way that you were raised and also about your influences at such a young age. That was amazing how you were able to be influenced by so many powerful Black women who did so many courageous things during their career at a time where, music may have been separated, where you had Black music and you had white music. It was and then also you had different styles of music that may not have been so popularized back then. How has it been for you as an artist, like dealing with the challenges, being this great and talented artist, but also up against different challenges, or maybe even sometimes become encounter with discrimination and adversity? How has that been a challenge for you? How have you overcome those things? And what have been some of your success stories as well?
Well, I guess for me personally, I think of the way that I deal with challenges in music in the same way that I deal with the challenges that I face in everyday life. I mean, I feel like there's definitely going to be times where I'm at disagreement with the people that I work with, or I'm in a certain situation where I kind of have to continue to give regardless of the circumstances, or I'm just feeling a certain type of way or going through something a specific day that I need to perform or that I need to write. And I just kind of have to think on the work itself, what it is that I'm trying to do with that work. I'm thinking about not about myself, I'm not thinking selfish thoughts. I'm thinking of what it is the work is doing and how it's going to affect other people and how I want to give that to other people. And also, it's therapy for myself as well, because, getting this out, getting this work out is kind of just like in itself a therapy session for me because, holding all of this in and not being able to release it. Same, even if I'm doing cover songs, it's a matter of just me getting out what it is that I'm feeling in that moment and delivering that to anyone who's listening. And I guess my some some difficulties I've faced really in the industry is just not having enough money. that's not really something I have a lot of control over. I'm kind of just hoping I get the luck of the draw in regards to that, where I continuously go out and just meet people and connect with people, and they see my gift and they see the type of person that I am, and that in turn will bless me in the way that I need it to, in the way I need to be blessed in the
Oh,
industry.
yeah.
And and at the same time, of course, there's definitely a lot of discrimination against Black women in the music industry that has been age-old facts since the beginning of the industry itself. And I guess I've kind of just uh, gone through that by just looking at my forefathers of music, the women who have paved the way for me to get to where we are now as performers, as Black women. And I feel like, and if they can get through 20 times, 30 times worse situations in the industry and still become, artists in their own right, then that in itself inspires me to just continuously keep pushing to the goal that I want to reach. And I've also struggled in regards to just meeting the right people, working with the right people. It's hard to find people who trust, people who know how to collaborate without trying to stomp on your vision, what it is that you have for the work. It's a relationship, really. Any type of relationship, whether managerial, whether producers, singers, songwriters. It's hard to create that connection while still caring about the work. And I guess I'm still kind of progressing through that. I haven't really been able to get my music out yet, which is what I'm trying to do on my own as of this moment. And I guess that's the way that I'm progressing through, is finding a way to just do it myself.
Oh, wow. And I didn't want to interrupt you, but you kind of going in and out, Samara, but you said some really powerful things about being in the industry, um, and understanding, there were so many powerful Black people, especially women, who came before you, and they broke doors down and they broke some of the glass ceiling for you to get to where you're at. But as you are now the woman in that chair now, you're going to break glasses through and you're going to continue to set the stage for other young Black young women who are looking up to you, and they're being so much influenced by the power of your voice, by your story. And I think it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that you listen to exactly what Samara just said. Do not get caught up in all the bickering when it comes to your team and your management or what other people are saying. Your job is to really focus on your music. And if you really believe in yourself and you understand that your music is your therapy, this is your passion, this is something that's not just going to help heal you, but it's going to help heal so many other people who are going through so many things. And a lot of times as artists or as just people, we don't realize other people are going through maybe similar situations and circumstances that we're going through, and they need that music to heal. Music is healing. Music will help you get to a point of, understanding yourself, understanding life, and making peace with certain things as well. So it's definitely something that, if you're an artist, a striving artist, and you're just getting started, especially after this pandemic, really try to take the words of wisdom that Samara has said and really go with that and try to be in tune in and tap into who you are as an artist and who you are as a person. And that's going to continue to motivate you, and so you can continue to do things, not other people or whatever is popular or what's popular culture. It should be something from within you that's going to motivate you to become this great artist.
And I
So
mean, and at the same time too, like, because I mean, we are in a very different world right now in music, and music is itself is just very, very different from the music that I grew up on. And so, at the same time, there has to be moments where we do kind of meld the styles together, like the style that you want and the style that's popular, unfortunately, because, if you want to get seen, depending on where you want to be in this industry, you know, there's a part that has to kind of adhere to the music that's popular. And I think, the challenge is finding music that you enjoy doing while at the same time be music that people.
Correct. And I think also too, and I think a lot of times artists have a hard time figuring out is finding their own sound. And I think that you were able to do that. Even when you do cover songs, you still have your own sound. And I think a lot of times, a lot of artists, they love artists so much that they start to mimic them and they sound just like the artist. And you have to really find, even if you do a cover song, even if you're producing your own music and creating your own music, you have to really find your own sound, your own voice, and still stay popular or relevant. I like to use the word relevant versus popular, still stay relevant. And you can still draw in so many different people because there are a whole underground of people who likes authenticity, who likes organic music. You may not be able to get in contact with these people or come in contact with them, but there's a whole group of fans who love authenticity, who really wants to hear something new, something that speaks to them. And you know, as a creative, you have to be able to really find your own voice or your own sound as an artist. And that's what's going to catapult you to the levels that Samara has been able to go into because she has her own style. She has her own style, and that's what makes me love her music even more. So, can we talk a little bit about your music and how can people go online and connect with you to book you for upcoming shows for 2023 and beyond? And how do you before you even answer that question, how do you come up with your music? What's your creative process when it comes to creating your album, creating your singles?
Well, first, I'm still in progress of working on some of my music, but I still have like a lot of content out and also different social media and website for people to stay updated on what I'm doing. And on Instagram, my Instagram is Samara Brown Official. That's my first name and last name, then official on Instagram. And Twitter is underscore Samara Brown underscore. Facebook is just my name, Samara Brown, and I'm also on TikTok as well. I believe it's also Samara Brown Official. You guys can look me up on all that social media. I also have a website, samarafbrown.com. You guys can look out for that if you wish to reach out to me for any type of gigs or if you just want to look at my gallery of stuff that I posted. 'Cause I do different types of work, acting, modeling as well. And you can look on my website and also on YouTube as well. I have videos of me performing at different kinds of live music events and also traveling around the world doing events. So those are ways that you guys can look me up on the internet. And in regards to my music process, it's kind of pretty random. Um, it's actually really hard for me. Like if I have something that I have to write by a certain deadline, that's actually like very difficult for me sometimes because most times I write music, it kind of just flowing very quickly in a single moment. Like I'll be either riding the train or walking home or watching. I just watched a movie that was like very inspiring, and I just had like an immediate idea for either lyrics or hearing a melody, and then I kind of just like work with it in that and write in it in that moment. I don't come back to it until I'm like, ooh, this would sound nice on this. And I add it on and then I can put more work into that song. Like it's kind of very organic, I guess, in that way.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love how you just get inspiration just by walking or looking at something, and then you're able to create a song from that. That's very special, and that's a gift and a talent that most people don't have. But thank you so much, Samara, for being on our show. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in 2023. So, guys, make sure you book her for upcoming events, especially your summer events this summer and the spring throughout USA and all around the world. And make sure you connect with her on social media as well. We'll have her website at below the bottom of this video, so you can go to her website and connect with her on all her social media platforms as well. But thank you so much, Samara, for being on our show.
I also have a show if you're in the New York City area. I have a show January 28th at Silvana in Manhattan in Harlem. So if anybody's in the area, come through.
I'll Savannah in Manhattan. What time is that show? Do you know the time? I'll look at your website.
Yeah, I don't have I think it's around 7 o'clock, but don't quote me on that. I gotta look at the calendar.
I'll make sure I'll come to it as well because I'm right here in Jersey. I'm right over. I'm not too far from the bridge. So I'll definitely come January 28th, which I believe is a Saturday in Harlem. I'll be there. So guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of the 101 in 10, where you get to see your favorite artists from around the world 101 in 10 minutes. You never know what artist is going to be on the next episode, so make sure you stay tuned. Continue to stay blessed, continue to shine, and continue to let no one tell you that you can't do it, because you can. Just believe in yourself. I look forward to talking to you on the next episode. Take care of yourself, and bye.